Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to take 2 of Alexander's Castle.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm just drinking my coffee.
We're gonna talk about some amnesia. Gonna keep it real simple, not fun or anything.
No
we're not
fun.
We're not here to have fun. We're here to talk about things and discuss them in a serious and adult-like manner.
This is actually going to be called Cold Hard Facts about Amnesia. What was that?
That wasn't laughter. I was crying. I was crying at how serious everything is. So Remington here, Remy's sisters. I don't know what I'm trying to say. He just finished playing Amnesia and has it on his channel. If you click anywhere on the video, it'll take you to the first one.
Remember the first time when we did this, when I was like, no, it's going to be on the left side, so click it there, and then you were like, no, and then yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do it this time.
So yeah, click and go watch it. It's funny. It's funny stuff.
That's
God,
the only.
dang it.
No, yeah, it's good stuff. Yes.
Yes. So what did you think? What did you think about it?
Well,
was it shallow and pedantic?
I can't remember anything else because I've been playing Call of Duty.
Oh, okay, Call of Duty. Have you been yelling at everyone about their mothers?
No.
Well, isn't that like a thing? Like you have to do that when you play Call of Duty?
No.
How can you call yourself a Call of Duty gamer? Okay, so I have a question for you,
yes.
Remi.
Yes, I have an answer for you.
What was your scariest moment in the game? Tell me all about it.
My scariest moment in the game was when I opened. I'm not quite sure. I'm still not quite sure where the hell I was, but
it was the basement.
I believe I was in the basement, and I opened the door.
The storage area.
Yes, the storage area, and I opened the door. So I was running, and I was like, "Oh my God, there's a barrel here. I'm gonna see if I could," and then like throw it at his face. And I make the first barrel misses him. I'm like, "Oh shit, he's still far enough away for me to throw another one." So I pick up another one and I chuck it at him. It hits him point blank, and he's like, "No!" And he keeps on going after me.
Yeah, he like stumbles.
And like he was chasing me around this pillar that was like in the middle of the room, and like I juke his attack like a few times, and that just made me poop a lot, and I was able to get away from him like just hiding.
But at least you were in your chair, and all your poop was in your chair and not all over the floor.
It was the chair. I was naked at the time, so it was on the floor.
I mean, unless you had eaten chili before.
I always eat a lot of chili.
It could have ended up pretty bad.
How about yours? So what was your most scary experience in Amnesia?
When you have to distract the brute in the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
That part was scary because I didn't expect him to start chasing me, and I was really bad at opening doors in Amnesia. I used to close them on myself all the time and open them the wrong way. So it was just it was a mess. I think I died like 3 times before I finally got away from him. That was it.
That's a good part. Mm-hmm. You know what I did not add the first time, what I wish could change for my playthrough in Amnesia.
What?
Sometimes it's too easy to evade the monster. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, I think they should hunt you for longer.
Like, for instance, I know like one instance where I was like hopping around the room, and just like climbing on the tables and like jumping over the monster, or not over the monster, but like near the monster. As soon as I ducked behind a pillar, he stopped looking for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's kind of.
You can actually hold a barrel in front of yourself and line of sight him, and he'll leave you alone.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I never did that. I never did that, but I think I agree. I think that if they had made the monsters hunt you longer, and like, because a lot of the time after encounters they'll just disappear, like they'll despawn. I think they should stay around and patrol. Like there are a few instances in where one patrols in the storage. One of them patrols.
Yeah.
And you can run into it in different areas. I think that would have been pretty neat.
I mean, I guess you can chalk it up to. I mean, I'm not sure how the story goes for them, but like, I guess the developers could chalk it up to, oh, I mean, they're not very smart or
That's
something
true.
like that. I mean, I have no idea how smart they're supposed to be, but I was still in the guy's line of sight, and he was just like, oh, he
like,
ducked behind the pillar. He must have gone out the door.
Yeah, he's gone. But the one thing about it only works with the grunts though, because the brutes, they can't see you anyway. So you can actually, I don't know if you know that you can actually crouch and walk near them, and they can't hear you.
Really?
Yeah. If
so
if you die in, you know where you're in the what's it called?
The sewer?
No. The choir. When you're in the choir, and that one is you're like stuck. And you're stuck in that corner, and he keeps walking back to where you are.
Yeah.
You can get out the way you got out, or you can just sneak out and crouch walk, like really? Behind him and follow him out. Yeah, because he can't see you.
So
he can only hear for you.
Oh, so it's all based on hearing. Now,
yeah.
Okay, I never knew about that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, the more you know.
Okay, so I think we should talk about
the tortures.
Why Daniel used the amnesia potion in the first place. Because it's not really, he's not like, I feel bad for killing lots of people and children that I probably shouldn't have killed. Like, it doesn't say that. But I guess we're supposed to assume that that's why.
That's how I took it. I mean,
yeah, me too.
He had been, I don't want to say fooled, because he very well knowingly knew that he was torturing people. He was just lied to that the people that he was doing it on were like murderers and like freaking serial killers.
Well, I think he
thieves.
he should have caught on when Alexander was like had a woman and her daughter, because you remember that part in the jail area.
Yeah.
I think he should have thought, well, maybe this little girl isn't a bad person, so maybe her mom isn't, and maybe they're here because he just wants to use them to kill them. I don't think Daniel thought about that. And do you remember that he ended up killing that little girl when she escaped? When he caught her?
He killed her. And,
it doesn't say how he did, but he did.
Do you think that was probably like the last straw for? Actually, no. The last straw was when Alexander was like, "Hey, I'm gonna seal this. Door right now. You can't get through. Have fun with that shadow."
Yeah. Alexander was just like, "Thanks for all the vitae, however you say it." And I'm gonna go to my dimension.
The actual reason why Daniel started doing it in the first place, because there was a shadow going after him, and Alexander was like, hey, if you do this, if you torture all these people and extract all this tortured blood or vitae, which is different from just regular blood.
Yeah.
Vitae was blood from tortured people.
Yeah.
And he was
Alexander was like, it'll get rid of the shadow.
Yeah, it'll get rid of it, and Daniel was like, okay, but then you like the whole thing. What was the paint the line, stroke the shaft, like
stroke the shaft? Yes, that's exactly what he said. Yeah, I think that Daniel started to enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, he began to enjoy it, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, was he really? I mean, okay, if he didn't feel bad about it, I don't think he would not have consumed the what was it called, the potion again?
I don't remember what it's called, but I know it has like Damascus rose in it.
Demacia. Sorry, go ahead.
My thing is, would Daniel have stopped if Alexander hadn't betrayed him?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Because I feel like, I'm sure he felt bad, but he was still so concerned with himself. Like, if Alexander had been like, oh, you can totally go with me to this other world, like, we just have to keep killing people.
Yeah.
I feel like Daniel would have just kept doing it.
I think so, too. I mean, by that one little flashback that he had of just like we said again, paint the lines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was enjoying it. And
he was making fun of the guy.
Keeping the shadow away. Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was making fun of the guy crying.
He was like, oh, he was like, he was mocking them as he was torturing them.
Yeah, so I think all in all, Daniel was not a good person, and I think that he realized what he'd been doing was wrong when he got betrayed by Alexander. And that's why he used the potion, because maybe he wanted to like have a fresh start and not being a dick. But I feel like he totally would have kept doing it if Alexander had been like, yeah, if we just got to kill like 100 more people and then we can go. Because like remember the one flashback when you get out of the sewers? It's Alexander and him going into a town to like kidnap a family.
Yeah.
So at that point, so I guess we can't say that he didn't know that Alexander's lying until the end, because he should have known better. Like, they're going to a person's house to kidnap the entire family to use them to torture them.
Yeah.
Like, Daniel had to have found out that these people weren't just, murderers and rapists and stuff. Yeah. I think he knew. But he was too concerned with himself.
That's very sound, yeah. That's very, very, very true.
Yep, he was too concerned with his
I didn't even think about that. Do you think at all that Alexander was at least a little bit under, like, I'm not quite sure what kind of powers Alexander had, but do you think, like, at all Daniel was, like, under some small influence from Alexander besides the lies?
I don't think so. I think he was just so concerned with self-preservation that he just went along with whatever Alexander said because it sounded like it would save him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, there is no actual proof that, even though I'm still not quite sure what the hell Alexander actually was or is, he didn't actually show any type of actual power, other than being able to actually control the gatherers.
Yeah.
There was a few times where he was like, "Hey, he's over here, go get him," and they would listen.
Yeah.
So I have other than
and the floating in place with the schlong out. That's a magical power in and of itself.
The Wang was definitely a superpower in and of itself.
The Wang.
The Wang. I mean, yeah. I mean, other than being able to concoct whatever the hell actually made those gatherers, I can't really think of anything that Alexander had power over, because I was like, throughout the entire game I was like, Daniel is like he was under some type of evil hocus pocus spell from Alexander. That's why he was doing the stuff. He realized what he had been doing under the influence, and he drank the potion to wipe his memory and his conscience free of everything that he did.
Which I think is the coward's way out. He wanted to forget all the shitty stuff he'd done.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case at all. He knew what he was doing the entire time. And then he drank all that stuff. So, and then it wiped everything clean again. Well, from what I asked before, was why wouldn't Daniel just take care of what he had to take care of first, and then drink it on the way out? I don't know. Castle.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, so at this point, you're not. I guess you're not that smart then, huh?
I guess not. I mean, I don't know. I think he might have just felt too guilty and didn't want to have the guilt on his mind while he was doing it. Like, maybe he thought he couldn't go on with the guilt, but he went along with kidnapping all the people. If he felt guilty then he should have felt guilty before. But like, I don't know. There were still people in the castle that they hadn't killed too. Because remember in when you go into the cistern area, the room that has all the water, you have to like turn the wheels to turn on shit.
Yeah.
Remember that there's like a man in one of the containers. Mm-hmm. And when you turn the wheels, the container starts filling up with water, and you can hear him starting to drown. So there were still people left over, scattered around the castle that hadn't been killed yet. So
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I think they're both douchebags.
Who's your favorite monster in that game? Alexander's dick?
No. The grunt. The grunt's the one with the fucked up face with the mouth and
hello, Daniel.
The one that you come across most of the time. I like that.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Why?
Probably because you come across them more.
That's true. The brute. I think in my playthrough, the only thing that I think you only run into him twice. The brute. Right?
There's a few times, because you run into him. The first time you run into him, I think, is in the morgue.
Yeah.
When he breaks down the door and comes into the room.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see him because I was like, I think I hid like behind the bodies or something like that.
Yeah, you did.
Like,
that's where I hit too. But yeah, he that's the first time you come across him, and then like if you listen at that part, you can hear the squeaking of his little machete arm thing that he has.
I always that little weird moan that he does. That thing's always that thing's creepy as hell.
Yeah, it is. And I think you come across him. You can see him through a door. The cells, like the jail area, the dungeon area.
Yes.
That's actually the first area you can see him. He doesn't chase you, but like if you get to a door fast enough, you can see him on the other side of it walking away.
You could actually see him.
Yeah, like the door where like something gets slammed against it, and you hear a person scream. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
I think it's in there. Like if you go to the door and look, I think he's in there, but I can't remember for sure.
Another monster that I never knew that you can kill, but you can, is the sewer one.
You can kill it?
You can kill it.
How?
You can actually kill it, and the funny thing about it is that the way it moves, supposedly, like, the rumor is that it's a really, really, like, rabbit-sized creature.
Like it's small?
No, yeah, it's, like, really small. And I just find that kind of funny because it, like, kind of reminds me of, like, Monty Python and the Holy Grail with the little bunny rabbit, but it turns huge. But yes, I just thought that was pretty funny.
How do you kill it?
You just throw something on it.
That's so weird.
Like no joke. Like if you I read that. I haven't tried this, so I don't know if people were just lying. But people were like, yeah, you can actually just kill it. And I think
what the hell?
Yeah, other
maybe
YouTube
that's a glitch.
Maybe.
I'm gonna try it.
I have no idea. All I know is that is one of the points where I was starting to freak out because first of all I don't have a phobia of water. I have a phobia of stuff in water.
Yeah.
So I was like hopping everywhere. So.
Yeah, that scene was because I played the demo before I actually played the game, and the demo is the whole water part, and like, especially when he's chasing you. Jiggity! I was so scared. I was like, please no, please.
I mean, its size would make sense because if you go on something, then he can't get you.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense. Since you can't see it, you can't really tell. But
that does make sense though. I always thought that because you can jump over him.
Yeah.
So if he's touching the water, he has to be. He's just invisible. He's not like something that you could go through. Like you just can't see him. So. Yeah. I think also what I would have liked. I like exploring. Like that's why I love the Elder Scrolls and stuff so much. I wish that there were some doors you come across that you can't open. You just don't open. Yeah. It's like it's locked. Well, what the hell? Like why is it here? Let me go in. Let me find a way in. Like if they had added a few more things, letting us go into some different areas of the castle, I thought that would have been cool too.
Yeah, more exploration is a good thing.
Yeah.
And more exploration could have made more run-ins with the bad guys and stuff like that. Yeah.
There's a ton of stuff in the game that isn't explained, so it's not like, which is fine with me. I don't like when you know every little detail about a game. Like, why did that happen? I don't know. They're fucking like they're monsters. You can't know everything. You can't. You just can't, guys.
You just can't.
Jeez.
Oh my god. We talked a little bit about the story.
We could talk about what we think could have been changed to make the game better.
Well, that's a hard one. What was I guess a good question would be what would we have liked to see more of or something? I think they could have put in just a little, just like at least two more gather run-ins. I think.
And I know that there are a lot of instances in where, like, you didn't get cornered by monsters, but I did while I was playing in that part. It all depends on what angle you come at, where they spawn from.
Yeah.
So you avoided a lot of scary shit too. But I think there could have been a little bit more. Like I saw the preview for Amnesia, It was like a little teaser thing, and it showed the player hiding in a closet, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, we'll be able to do that in the game. There's only one instance where it's really like something you have to do to get away from the monster.
In the guest room, right?
Yeah. And I was like, throughout the whole game, I was like, I wonder when there's gonna be another spot where I can hide from a monster. And on top of that, the teaser also showed you being able to barricade doors with like desks and stuff. And I was never, I even tried moving a desk and it didn't work. So I was like, hey, why are you gonna show something? That ain't gonna happen.
Wait, they showcased that you could actually move like stuff in front of doors?
They showed in the teaser, because the teaser isn't anything from the game. It's just like, it's like they made their own little custom story and used that for the teaser. Yeah. They show the character running into a room, and they close the door and move the desk in front of the door, and then hide in a closet. So I was like, I want to hide in a closet.
Did you try that and it didn't work? Like, what did it do?
You just can't move the desk.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, obviously, yeah. You can't. I mean, you can move like barrels, like fucking. But
the monster kicks the door open, and it's like, I don't care.
Like, gets out of the way, yeah. Because like your character Daniel's fucking strong. He's like, becoming a barrel filled with ash. Like, I'm surprised he just can't freaking one hit that guy.
Yeah. I like it though. I like not being able to just shoot him with a shotgun and shit. I think that made it scarier. So, I'm gonna kind of segue into this. I mentioned custom stories. Have you played any yet?
Mm-mm.
There are some really good ones.
I have not played any custom stories, nor have I played Justine.
Okay, you have to play Abduction for sure. That one was a really good one. I never got to finish it. I was like really close to the end, but it was when I got my new computer and my file of it, like my saved file, didn't move over, and I was like, I can't do it again. I was too scared. I'm too afraid to do it again.
Yeah, you told that me one during the whole playthrough, like you have to stop like every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
What a baby!
A scaredy cat. But that custom story was so good, really well made.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's a custom story.
Yeah, because they Frictional Games released the engine, so you can go in there and make your own custom stories and upload it. There are tons of them.
I thought Abduction was what, like Justine, like an actual.
No, Justine was made to promote Portal 2.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was actually made by Frictional Games. But custom stories are made by like anybody. You can just go download the engine and make something yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why there's so many of them. But Abduction's a good one.
Abduction's really good. Mm-hmm. Which is the one that you did? The one with like all the freaking memes.
Oh, that was Dark Room.
Dark Room. That's what. What's his name?
Cry.
Cry. Yeah. Chaotic Monkey. Yeah. That's,
he did that one too.
Yeah, he's the one that did that first, right? That's the one.
He actually. Made that famous. Yeah, someone actually put him into a cell in it. Like, if you look into one of the cells, you can see, like, his little white dude. I don't know what he is. He's, like, a little dude. Yeah, that one's funny, too. That one's funny. But Abduction is, like, poop your pants scary in some parts.
It's actually supposed to be, like, really scary, not funny.
No.
I gotta try that out, then.
Yeah, you gotta try that one. That one's really good. And it's long, too. They put a lot of effort into it.
This storyline takes place in the 1800s, right?
Yeah. Like 1837 or something like that.
How would you feel? Because that's around the time Cowboy era, right?
I think so. I think it started around then.
Cowboy era like ended around 1914, almost there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. How would you feel if Daniel teamed up with like Billy the Kid?
I mean, I don't know if that's somebody could do it in a custom story. Why don't you make one?
You heard it, people. Do it.
Yep.
Like next week. Hey guys, I made it.
I made it! Yay!
Oh my God, you put in a gun and everything. This isn't even a challenging anymore. So far from what you've seen in the two trailers that have come out for Amnesia 2, what looks exciting to you the most?
I like that it looks like there's a little bit more to explore. Like there's more areas you can go to, which is cool.
You can actually go. Looks like from the videos, you can actually go outside. Mm-hmm. Like you actually go outside on streets and stuff like that, which Kind of reminds me of like I don't know the streets. For some reason, it reminds me either from either Jack the Ripper or
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Or Sherlock Holmes, or those days.
Yeah.
You know what? That like the whole machine for pigs. For some reason, it reminds me. You've seen the Saw movies, right?
Yeah.
You know the guy who always wears like the pig mask. Whoever saw it, just reminds me of it just because of the.
I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how the monsters are gonna look.
They haven't shown it yet, huh?
No. I don't know.
I'm wondering if they're gonna go off something of that design. Now you said it wasn't actually Frictional Games that actually made the game, right?
Yeah, they're just producing it.
Does that make you nervous?
Yeah.
Makes me nervous.
I mean, the Chinese Room is the group that's actually developing it. They, from what I've heard, have made some really good horror games, but I've never personally played any of the ones that they've made. Hey, even if Machine for Pigs sucks, we still have something to look forward to from Frictional Games the next year. Like, let me see if I can find the blog post in which they
I am also going to do this.
Type. Hang on. Now, hang on. Let me see.
Okay, fine.
Where is... I think it's this. Yeah, this is where they mentioned. As you look
for that, I'll sing the song for you.
I already found it. There it is.
Oh.
Sing it anyway.
That's it.
Okay.
Amnesia. Wait, it's supposed to be 2 years later?
Well, no.
Oh,
It's just 2 years after Amnesia came out where they wrote this.
Oh, okay.
But they mention in here, let me see. Under, like, if you scroll down to where it says future, they say they're working on a new super secret project. They can disclose that it will be horror and it will be first person. Mm-hmm. They say that one thing that they were disappointed about with Amnesia was that it never delivered any deeper themes, but it was more like a shallow fright fest, which I can see.
A fight? Fright fest.
Fright fest, yeah.
Fright fest.
No, Fright fest.
Ain't no fighting in that
Words!
game.
I can't speak correctly.
Ain't no fighting in that. Yeah. This whole podcast is ruined.
But they say that they want to change that. You stop talking.
Stop talking.
But they said that they want to change that and make it, I guess get more in your head.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited about that. They're probably not going to announce anything until next year, though.
I get where they're coming from. I mean, Amnesia was very good. It was one of the more unique games that I played in years, but it was not one of those games, depending on who you are. I'm pretty sure for some people it was, but it was not, for me at least, wasn't one of those games where you open your door and you think you're going to see something. Like, it's not like it doesn't carry on with you in your daily life. Like,
yeah, it's definitely scary.
It's definitely scary, but it's not like for instance, like Marble Hornets. Like every time I see that thing, fucking the operator, for people that you guys should see it, at least the first few
I'll link it
episodes
on the screen.
of Marble Hornets. Like every time, like for the first time when I saw that the operator, every time when I opened a door, I thought I was gonna see that goddamn thing.
I think that their goal is to get more into our heads and make it a little bit more of like an emotional scary thing too, and not just, oh, there's a monster, boo! Like, I think they want it to be more like terrifying, I guess, which I can see. And I mean, there's a lot. Amnesia was awesome. It's for me definitely in my top 5 favorite games, just because of how well it was made and how different it was.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to improve on from that, and at least they like can see that and are moving towards improving it.
Yeah.
Because it's to me
one of the best things I could. Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, like that's one thing that I could say about this game. Like, it's a great game, but it doesn't make you think about it after you're done playing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good.
And it was.
Had my own back. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Daddy home? Oh, he is. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go grate him real quick.
All right. Now that she's gone, I will sing you the song of my people. I'm crazy. Did you want to go a little bit more into the story or nah?
No, we're done with talking about Amnesia. We're talking about Machine for Pigs now.
Oh, you're done. I'm not done.
Oh.
I'm not done. I had a question about the game, but I'm no longer gonna.
What's the question?
No, we're done with it.
Fine.
Obviously, no, we're done.
Fine.
We're fucking done. I'm just putting the mic down. We're fucking done. I'm done with you professionals. What the fuck? Fuck. I was gonna go into my closet. I had a question. It was gonna be good.
What was it?
But I forgot it.
What are you looking forward to in Machine for Pigs? Because you asked me, but
Billy the Kid.
Okay.
What am I looking forward to in the sequel Machine for Pigs made by the Chinese Room, not Frictional Studios? I'd like that it's giving you an option to go outside.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Like, even though I like the enclosement of being trapped inside that castle.
Yeah.
Oh, like what happens when you try to go outside the castle? Does the fleshy stuff come outside?
Yeah, fleshy stuff is outside, like all over the trees.
Okay, yeah. Okay. What am I looking forward to in the game? I mean, I don't know what the monster looks like. So I'm looking forward to knowing what the actual guy looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, a few more challenging puzzles.
Yes.
Because puzzles makes me feel smarter. More additional, like what we were saying about hiding from the monsters. You only had one instance in hiding in a cabinet. I want to see more options for hiding from monsters, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep it with the tradition of not being able to fight back.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure.
Yeah. And hopefully, just like you said, that they're hoping to do, or at least in the next frictional games that not actually Amnesia, but hopefully they do it with this one, is the deeper themes, that the thing that really creeps you out when you stop playing the game and you think about it
and
after
you keep thinking about it. Exactly.
Yeah,
I hope so too.
That's it's hard going off of just 2 quick game trailers.
Yeah, it's very. I wish they would come out with just a little bit more, like, because that last one didn't really show anything.
I think the very last part of it was like the guy. He's in like some kind of a cage, like he hides in some type of a cage. Yeah, shuts off the light. Well, have they released anything about the character that you are going to be playing?
I don't think so. I think that he said, like, let me see what the website says.
This is supposed to be how many years after? It's supposed to be like 60 years after. I believe I read.
It says that he is Oswald Mandus. It's in 1899.
1899, and this one took place in the
1837, I think. 1837 or 47, something like that.
Okay, so it's a good amount of time, yeah.
Yeah. He wakes up in his bed after having a fever with no idea how much time has passed. Yeah, that's all we know.
That's one thing that we didn't touch on. What do you think was the real ending to Amnesia? Like, if you had to pick one ending to Amnesia
that they wanted,
which one would you? Which one is canon?
Probably destroying the pillars and nobody going through the portal.
So not good guy Daniel.
Yeah, no.
No, he didn't help creep.
Yeah, because that one, I don't know if you saw that one. If you destroy the pillars, everything gets destroyed.
Yeah.
And it shows, there's like a narrative with Daniel talking, and it shows him leaving the castle. Mm-hmm. Like he's walking through it and then leaving it. So I think that's probably the one that they wanted to be canon. But I personally like the Agrippa ending more.
Do you think that that's one of the 2 endings that I actually got. The you probably saw my first playthrough. I fucking
Alexander.
I waited too goddamn long.
Yeah.
And Alexander was like, "Thanks, buddy.
Okay, bye.
I'll send you a postcard, sucker."
Yeah.
Do you like? What do you think happened in the other ending when Daniel goes to the portal and like Agrippa's like, "Can you help him? He deserves to be helped." Like, do you think like you're just stuck there forever, or he finds a way back?
I think maybe they bring him back to life in wherever they are.
I think you watch too many Disney movies.
Probably.
Disney, yeah.
Probably.
This isn't, maybe the beast dies. Maybe Gaston wins. You ever think about that?
It's horrible.
Maybe because Gaston's hot.
That's what I have to say about that.
No, dang, shit. The thing I was bringing up the ending for the first Amnesia was do you think Daniel's gonna be making an appearance in the second one?
Probably
it's
not.
not that far. I mean, he's gonna be an older man.
I don't think so. I think it's supposed to take place in a totally different area. I think like their goal was to not connect it by it. I mean, obviously it's going to be connected a little bit because it's called Amnesia. Like, it's going to be somewhat connected to the first game, but I don't think it's going to be connected as far as characters go. I think it's just coffee.
But I guess you're right. I mean, if they actually do want to isolate I'll isolate it a lot. They're going to make it its own story and not include anything. I mean, okay, well, do you think the shadow is going to play a part in it at all?
Probably. I think.
What?
I think so.
Why?
What do you mean,
they
why?
have the orb again? Maybe. Did someone take the orb again?
Maybe.
And is the shadow gonna be like, nuh-uh, girl, that's my shadow?
No, girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
You did not.
It's kind of weird to think of that guy as the good guy, because he kind of is. Because the orb is what does the orb do?
It's just very powerful.
Just a very
Magic.
powerful.
It's got the magics in it.
It's got the magic. So is that why, like, in the wrong hands, can it do like the really bad stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so like, cause I never really looked into that, so I have no idea. Like, I kind of wish I read up more on the orb before I started this, so I could be like, well, this and that and this and sound smart. But I'm just like, what that?
Well, a lot of the stuff they don't talk about, so they probably don't even mention anything about the orb. I'm just assuming it's just very powerful. Like it's got a guardian like the shadow. There's got to be something powerful about it.
Yeah, that's true. Then again, I do like stories where they don't 100% tell you everything about everything. You know what I mean? Like, they actually give the player or the reader or the watcher whatever
a chance to fill in the blanks.
Option to use their own imagination to give out their own ideas and thoughts and stuff like that. Instead of like being like, no, it's this and that and this and he died and
this is exactly what happened. Damn it.
Yeah, it's like, no, Leonardo DiCaprio was in the dream world.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He was. I guess that's we've talked about everything.
He dies at the end of the Titanic.
Spoiler alert.
Still a warm up. That was a good warm up. Let's actually do the real podcast.
Okay, guys. So that's the video. Hopefully there will be more like this in the future. Tell Remi to make. Oh no! Don't tell Remi to make more videos because I'm pretty sure he makes more videos than I do at this time. And
I do that stuff for fun though. You're the one that actually gets recognition.
Nah. Anyway, go watch Remi's Amnesia videos.
We gotta do a podcast on like Walking Dead.
Yes. Ooh, we should. That's a good idea. Let us know about that idea. You want us to do a Walking Dead podcast? A podcast? Why aren't you answering us?
Put it on the comment box sideways.
Yes. Underneath everything.
We're so unprofessional.
Yes, we are unprofessional, but that's okay. That's the fun part.
I think we should end with poop butts.
Poop butts, yes. Poop butts all around. And go subscribe to Remi and watch his Amnesia.
Don't.
And, yeah. Say bye, Remi.
Poop butts.
Poop butts.